Neville O'Riley Livingston, born April 10, 1947 and died on 2 March 2021, known professionally as Bunny Wailer, was a Jamaican singer-songwriter and percussionist. He was an original member of reggae group The Wailers along with Bob Marley and Peter Tosh. A three-time Grammy Award winner, he is considered one of the longtime standard-bearers of reggae music. He was also known as Jah B, Bunny O'Riley, and Bunny Livingston. Net worth. At the time of his death in 2021, Bunny Wailer's net worth was estimated to be around $2 million. This wealth was accumulated over decades of hard work in the music industry through record sales, royalties, and live performances. His financial success was also bolstered by his deep connection to his cultural roots and the respect he garnered from his fans and fellow musicians. Early life and family. Wailer was born Neville O'Riley Livingston on April 10, 1947 in Kingston. He spent his earliest years in the village of 9 Mile and St. Ann Parish. It was there that he first met Bob Marley, and the two young boys befriended each other quickly. The boys both came from single-parent families. Livingston was brought up by his father, Marley by his mother. Later, Wailer's father Thaddeus "Thaddy" Shutt Livingston lived with Marley's mother Ella Booker in Trenchtown and had a daughter with her named Pearl Livingston. Peter Tosh had a son, Andrew Tosh, with Wailer's sister Shirley, making Andrew his nephew. Personal life. Bunny Wailer was deeply connected to the Rastafari movement, which played a major role in shaping his personal and professional life. Wailer's adherence to Rastafari teachings influenced much of his music and public persona. He was known for his advocacy for the use of marijuana, which is considered a sacrament in the Rastafari faith, and he frequently spoke out against colonialism and oppression, which were central themes in his music. Houses and lifestyle. Bunny Wailer's lifestyle was shaped by his adherence to Rastafari principles, which emphasized simplicity, spiritual growth, and connection to nature. Wailer owned several properties throughout his life, including a house in Jamaica that reflected his values. His homes were simple yet beautiful, often featuring gardens and other natural elements that connected him to the land and the Rastafari belief system of living in harmony with nature. Wailer's lifestyle was far from ostentatious. He was known for his humility and devotion to his faith. Despite his success, he preferred to keep a low profile, living in a manner that aligned with his spiritual beliefs. He was not one to indulge in the trappings of wealth, preferring instead to focus on the music, family, and his community. His Jamaican estate was a reflection of his Rastafari way of life, where he spent much of his time composing, recording, and reflecting. Wailer's homes were designed to provide a peaceful retreat, allowing him to maintain a balance between his personal, musical, and spiritual lives. The Wailers. Bunny Wailer, born Neville O'Riley Livingston, played a crucial role in the formation and success of the Wailers. In 1962, he missed an audition for Leslie Kong's Beverly's Records but later formed the Wailing Wailers in 1963 with Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and short-term members Junior Braithwaite and Beverly Kelso. While Marley and Tosh often took lead vocals early on, Wailer began singing lead after Marley's departure in 1966. His early songs like Who Feels It Knows It and Sunday Morning showcased his ability to compose thoughtful, gospel-inspired music. Wailer was also influenced by Curtis Mayfield's soul music. In 1967, Wailer was arrested for cannabis possession and served a 14-month prison sentence. During this period, the Wailers signed an exclusive recording contract with JAD Records. Wailer's songwriting continued to shape the group's identity, with his contributions to tracks like Dreamland and Brainwashing. By 1971, Wailer had his own label, Solomonic, while Marley and Tosh also started their own labels. He recorded Pass It On and Hallelujah Time for the Wailers' final album Burnin' in 1973. However, as the Wailers grew more focused on international success, Wailer grew reluctant to tour and became increasingly devoted to his Rastafari faith. He left the group in 1973, opting for a solo career. His solo debut, Blackheart Man, was widely acclaimed and is considered a reggae masterpiece. Wailer's music continued to embrace political, spiritual, and Rastafari themes, and his departure marked a significant shift in both his career and the evolution of reggae. Solo career. After leaving the Wailers, Bunny Wailer experimented with various musical styles. He dabbled in disco with hook, line, and sinker and reworked classic Wailers songs in a more pop and dancehall style on Sings the Wailers, backed by Jamaican session musicians Sly and Robbie. One of the highlights of his post-Wailers career was composing the hit song Electric Boogie in 1982, which led to the popular electric slide dance craze in 1986. Although his own versions of the song didn't achieve the same success as Marcia Griffith's version, it remains a significant part of his legacy. Wailer's solo work continued to be influenced by reggae's roots, dancehall, and rocker styles. His album Bunny Wailer Sings the Wailers featured reinterpreted Wailers tracks like Dreamland and Dancing Shoes, showcasing his roots reggae sound with a more introspective and spiritual approach. Over his career, Wailer won 3 Grammy Awards for Best Reggae Album, in 1991 for Time Will Tell, a tribute to Bob Marley, in 1995 for Crucial Roots Classics, and in 1997 for Hall of Fame, a tribute to Bob Marley's 50th anniversary. Despite his success, Wailer's career faced challenges, notably in 1991 when he was driven off stage at the Sting event in Portmore by a bottle-throwing audience, highlighting tensions between his traditional style and the emerging dancehall trends. Wailer was honored with multiple awards later in life, including the Order of Jamaica in 2012 and the Order of Merit in 2017. He also received recognition in 2019 with a commemorative plaque in London and a Pinnacle Award in New York. In 2016, he celebrated the 40th anniversary of Blackheart Man with a month-long tour. Health and death. In October 2018, Wailer suffered a minor stroke, resulting in speech problems. After suffering another stroke in July 2020, he was hospitalized at Andrews Memorial Hospital in Kingston, Jamaica, where he eventually died on March 2, 2021 at the age of 73, of complications from the stroke he suffered the previous year. Conclusion. Bunny Wailer was not only a legendary musician but also a profound spiritual figure whose influence on reggae music and culture cannot be overstated. His contributions to the genre were monumental, both as a member of the Wailers and as a solo artist. His music, imbued with deep Rastafari messages, continues to inspire generations of musicians and listeners worldwide. Wailer's lifestyle was a reflection of his spiritual values, and his humility and commitment to his roots set him apart from many of his contemporaries. His legacy endures, and he remains one of the most revered and influential figures in the history of reggae music. Continue resting in peace, Bunny Wailer. You may have gone, but you will never be forgotten. Thank you for watching, and kindly subscribe, like and share this video to family and friends.